During my media A-level, I had to write an analysis of a film of my choosing as part of a portfolio. The film I chose to write about is one of my favourite films of all time, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. However, when I came to show my parents this essay, my mother said that I shouldn't submit it because I hadn't analysed a proper film. What she actually meant by a proper film was a non-animated film. There seems to be a trend recently with studios like Disney creating live-action remakes of their old animated films. Even with films like The Jungle Book, where 99% of the characters were animated, only this time it's called CGI, there seems to be a snobbery around animation as proper cinema, and most of the time it's regarded as a kids' movie. With the possible exception of Pixar, even movies that are animated tend to strive towards the animation of the surroundings being as realistic as possible, essentially rendering the animation a way to more seamlessly blend special effects into the film, or to soften the blow of any violence in the film. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse manages to dispel this ideology that live action is best, and uses the animation mode to its full potential to create a beautiful and compelling piece of cinema. One of the ways in which the creative team utilises animation as more than just the mode is in the ways that it pays homage to the comic book origins of the film. From the time that Miles Morales gains superpowers, the film starts to integrate hand-drawn panels and onomatopoeic inserts reminiscent of the ones that are an integral part of the comic book style. As well as being a stylistic choice, this demonstrates to the audience that the story has moved from Miles' known world to the second act of the film, introducing more surreal and typically superhero elements. The onomatopoeic inserts also create a visual depiction of Miles' Spidey sense, appearing on screen to let the audience know that Miles has realised something is wrong. The use of animation, not only as an art form but as a way to progress the narrative, is something that is almost never seen within modern animation. Another way in which animation lends itself to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the complete creative control you have over every aspect of the frame. In live-action films, you are constrained by the limitations of the camera and physics of the natural world, which isn't the case for animation. During the sequence where Miles and Peter B. Parker are swinging through the trees, Peter is moving at the typical 24 frames per second, whereas Miles is moving at 12. This means that although the change is almost imperceptible to the audience, the overall effect is that Miles is moving more jerkily than Peter. This adds to the effect that Miles is new to his powers and is not in complete control of his movements, in comparison to Peter, who has been living as Spider-Man for upwards of 20 years and is very adept at using his powers. This would not be possible without the film being animated. Both of these points go to illustrate that even apart from the distinct stylistic choices of this film, animation is integral to the structure and storytelling of this film, something that most animated movies seem not to consider. For this reason, I fully believe that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is one of the best animated films of all time, not only creating a beautifully crafted animated world, but weaving the animation into the very fabric of the world.